Right, in this lecture, we are going to look at the keyword planning tool. So what you do to unlock that is you go up to Tools in your top toolbar, and then you go down to Keyword Planner. Now, I am going to open this in a new window because I don't want it to get rid of my ad group window. Okay, so I'm going to open it in a new window. Right, so when we get to the Keyword Planner, we get this opening screen. All right, so we want the first option. Search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. Okay, we do have additional options here. We could get search volume and trends. We can build a big list of keywords, but we don't really want that. We just want to get ideas for now. Okay, we just want to get some initial data and see how much these keywords are likely to be. All right, so if we click into search for keywords, we've got a number of different ways to find these keywords. Okay, we can firstly enter a product. We can put a landing page. So like I said, with the supoman.com, if we put supoman.com, that could bring up certain keywords. So let's have a look at that. Let's put supoman.com. Let's just have a look at this firstly and see what happens. All right, now we've got that as a source for finding the keywords. Now what we're going to do is we are going to search for United Kingdom, United States. These are the two countries that I advertise in, okay? I'm going to remove United Kingdom out for now, just put United States. We're targeting English-speaking countries, yes. We're using Google Search Network only, and you can put in some negative keywords in here. So I have put some already. I've put get rid of free, get rid of Monty, and get rid of Snake, because we don't want anybody searching for a free Python course isn't in a buying mentality. Monty Python, I don't want anybody who's looking for Monty Python to see my ad, because that's irrelevant and I'm wasting money. And Snake, Python snakes, again, I want them removed. So those are negative keywords, and you could put keywords to include. So I'm going to put, in this instance, Python. Okay, and then it's going to show me data. So it says date range. It says date range. It's going to show me the average monthly searches for the last 12 months. Okay, so get ideas, and let's see what this brings up. Let's see if it works firstly, and see if there we are. So what I've done is I have asked for the keyword planning tool to use my website, but only to use Python, as you saw. Words to include Python. If I didn't put words to include, they show me Facebook ads, YouTube, Instagram, blah blah blah. But this one only shows me courses in my Python related keywords. So if we look at the data that's presented to us, this firstly shows us the monthly searches on Python keywords. Okay, so 4,350 total searches. When you look at all of these keywords, the total search is here. Okay, and you can see that it's got progressively more popular. So Python is becoming a very popular subject on the internet. Very good time to be advertising, basically. So if we have a look at this top toolbar, we've got keyword ideas. You've got ad group ideas, and this allows you to basically group a load of keywords into an ad group, add it to plan, which you can subsequently add to your ad. Okay. We're not going to look at that, but that just shows you can do it, and it shows you the average monthly searches with the grouping, the competition, which is medium, and the suggested kind of average bid. Okay, ad impression share will show your kind of percentage share of ad impressions. So, but we won't look at that. So we're going to look at keyword ideas. All right, so we can order these if we click on a particular title of the toolbar. So clicked on that, and now it's showing me from most popular to least popular. So how to learn Python, and they're saying there's 1,900 average monthly searches done on this keyword. The competition is medium, reasonable traffic. So suggested bid, $3.83. This isn't exact, okay? So if you see $3.83 and think, I'm not using that, even if you like the keyword but you don't like the bid, I would say this is very, very loose. I have used a very, very similar keyword to this, and it cost me 90 cents per bid, so it's fine. So anyway, so you can see here, if we come out of that, you can see here the average monthly searches in order. You can see the competition, you see the suggested bid. Now it's funny because this Where to Learn Python has very low search, yet it's got quite a high bid. So we won't be using that. All right, so this just shows you what you get from using your website as an example, because this is probably going to be the least you would use. You'd probably use Python. So if we modify the search and look again, what we can do is we can just type in Python here. So we're going to put Python course. Actually, I'm just going to put Python programming course for now. I'm going to try and be a bit more specific. It's loading. Hold on, get rid of that. And now get ideas. I should have taken off the landing page. Right, now look at the volume, how it's increased now. Okay, so now we've got kind of 164,000 last February, and now 201,000 January. So now we can order and see, right, what are the keywords related to Python course or Python programming course. Right, Codecademy. Now Codecademy is, I think it's still a free programming platform. So you can learn all kinds of programming languages for free on there. Now, this is really good because if we just go back to our keywords, what we could do, because people will probably put Learn Python course, Codecademy, right? Or courses on Python, Codecademy, or Python learning course, Codecademy. So I don't want to have a wasted search because Codecademy was in the search query and I didn't ask it to remove it. So I'm going to put here Codecademy. And that's another way in which you can use the keyword search tool to see what you don't want to be searched under. Okay, so Codecademy, get rid of that. And while we're at it, we'll get rid of Linda and we will get rid of, let's say, Coursera, because people are potentially looking specifically to these places. Okay, so I don't want it to come up under Coursera. All right, so now we can have a look. What are the different types of keywords that could be good for unlocking my ad? So Python class, yeah. Python tutorial. You can see that the average monthly searches is great, yet the competition is medium. And if we look at this one, you can see here, Python class, the average monthly searches is high, but the competition's low. Python language, Python online, that's quite high. So Python online is something that I would definitely want to add within my keywords. But let's have a look at something else. I mean, if we look at SEO services, and we'll get rid of Python. So if you're selling SEO services, you can see what are the keywords that get the most search. You know, what are the keywords that you could include that could potentially get some of this search. So SEO, as you can see on its own, gets a lot. You know, and the likelihood is that if you just put SEO, if you sell SEO services and you put just SEO as a broad match term, you will get a lot of impressions, but you may not necessarily get conversions because you're going to get probably lots of traffic. But that doesn't necessarily mean there are people in a buying mood, people that are looking for SEO services. They could just be looking for, you know, what is SEO? Explain what SEO is. You know, a lot of people do use Google just to find out the definitions of things. So, you know, you could be wasting a lot of money on there. All right. So this gives you a really good idea of how you can search for certain keywords. Now, let's just go back to Python course. I'm just going to put Python course online, get ideas, because this is going to be more the serious business end of what I would use, because I'm very picky about my keywords. I'm not going to use keywords that I'm going to waste money on. If you see something that you really like, just highlight it, copy it, go back to it, go back to the ad, paste it in. There we are. So that is how you can use the keyword planner and using the filter tools within the keyword planner to make sure you get the best results. So that's another really good way of being able to see, you know, what keywords you can use, what the competition's like, how much you're likely to bid, and you can make a good synopsis as to, right, is this actually going to bring my ad up to the right people? Okay, that's the kind of eye you've got to look at it. Don't just think, oh, this will be a popular search, I've got to put my ad up because then it'll show more. No, you want to put your ad in front of people that are in a mood to buy or are looking for your product, or are likely to buy your product if they see it. Not people who are looking for a free course, or people, looking to learn what Python programming is, or whatever your product is. You've got to be very, very picky, like I am. You've got to be picky about the keywords that you use, because you are spending money on these, and sometimes you're spending $1 or more, sometimes $7 or $8, even more than that, just to be seen under a certain keyword. Okay, so you've got to be very picky. You don't want to appear under the wrong one. Okay, so that is how you use the keyword planning tool, and I will see you in the next lecture where we will look at the Google search tool.